I'm a racer and I know it. I'm a racer and I know it.
Hello and welcome, Racer fans, to another episode of This Week in Racer Volleyball. My name is James Lowery and I'm joined by Coach Dave Schwepker. Coach, nice to have you.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be talking this week about volleyball's past two matches against Tennessee Tech and Jacksonville State. Coach, why don't you tell us about that Tennessee Tech game?
Well, the athletes came out. We talked about, how we need to handle the game, and, there's going to be a lot of fans out there and all that kind of stuff, and we're at home for the first time. So, we needed to stay focused as a team and keep ourselves together and not worry too much and get too distracted by what's going on. So we had that big talk about that, and then just told the athletes to get out there and go hard as they can, and that's what they did. They went out and played extremely hard. We weren't perfect by any means, but we played hard and put a lot of pressure on Tennessee Tech, and in the long run, throughout that match, then we got it, so we were pretty excited about it.
It was an exciting first set, went to a couple of extra points there.
Yeah.
How did you feel being back at home with the noise in Racer Arena?
I love it. It was a very loud atmosphere. It was really, really great for our team, great for the program. I love having the people there. I want everybody to come out and watch. I think it's a great sport to watch. But it helped us. And, when we were close there at the end, I just think that momentum and everybody pushing through, all the fans, everybody really gets the girls pumped up, and they want to do something, also for the fans. And so, we were able to pull that match or that set out. And I think the fans actually have a lot to do with that.
Not exactly the outcome you were looking for in the next game against Jacksonville State, but what did you see that you could build upon from that game?
Well, that's exactly right. Is what are we going to take from that loss? A loss is an emotional thing. We talk about that. A win is an emotional thing. We also talk about that. So after you get through all of the emotion of winning or losing, you still got to come back down as an athlete, and you need to start thinking about, where do I need to improve in this game? Win or lose, there's always room for improvement. And just the other day, my son, we were talking about his football game, and he said something about, he had lost miserably or something. He's like, well, I can't get any better. And when he told me he can't get any better, I was like, are you kidding me? Of course you can get better. So, I had a big talk with him about that, and the same thing with our athletes, is there's always room for improvement. Whether you win, whether you lose, you got to look at yourself honestly and see, where do I need to get better? And so that's what we took out of that loss, is where were the mistakes made? And it's not necessarily where they think they were made a lot of the times. And so we had to point out some different areas where mistakes were made that they don't even get at this point. So that's what we talked about and got that, and hopefully we're going to see some improvement on tonight.
Well, thanks for talking to us, Coach. And you stick around, Racer fans. We have Lydia off the volleyball team coming up next. And we're back, Racer fans, with our special guest, defensive specialist Lydia Orff. Lydia, nice to have you. Against Tennessee Tech this weekend, you guys had a really great game. Why don't you tell us all about it?
I think we were just excited for the first home game. We had a pretty good crowd, a lot of support from the other sports teams, and I think a lot of things were just going our way. The first set was really, really tight, and I think after that they kind of backed down a little bit. I don't think they stopped trying, but things weren't going their way anymore, so we took it to them, and I think it shows how our team did, because we could have easily said, oh, well, they're not very good, and we could have given up a little bit, but I think that it was a good thing for our team, because we just kept going after them. So.
You touched on it a moment there. The first set of the match went to additional points. Could you kind of describe how it felt, with the noise in Racer Arena?
To be honest, I don't really hear a lot when I play. Like, I don't hear what else is going on, but I never thought that we were going to lose that set. I thought we were in control. I thought we would pull it out. Like, it wasn't ever a question for me that we were going to win or lose that. So.
All right. Unfortunately, I do have to ask you about the Jacksonville State game. You guys showed a lot of effort, just couldn't pull that one out. What happened?
I think just a lot of mistakes were made, and right now we're still dealing with some consistency issues and that kind of thing. And I think really we just couldn't get a break. They didn't give us anything, which I don't want them. I mean, who would give us anything, but we just couldn't get a string of points going together or anything like that. And we were going hard the whole time. It wasn't working for us. So.
All right. Later tonight, you have Austin P, another home game. What are you looking forward to in that one?
We're looking forward to another home match. I mean, we love playing in our gym and stuff, so just going to go out and play hard, and hopefully the result will get what we want. So.
And there you have it, Racer fans. A big thanks to my special guest, Lydia Orff. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Racer Volleyball back in action tonight, September 25th against Austin P. We'll see you at Racer Arena tonight at 7 p.m. You all have a great day.